In Napoleon Hill's book, Outwitting the Devil, he says, "The only limitation is the one which is set in your own mind." And that's so true, especially when it comes to setting goals and putting in for work. For example, when it comes to setting a goal, you may set a goal to run a half marathon, but in reality, you're putting limits on yourself when you can run a full one. And yeah, we're putting in for work. If you go to the gym, you may have a hard set you're about to do, and already you're putting limits on yourself. Oh, I can only do 10 reps. I can only do this much. But in reality, you can do 11, 12, 13 if you really push yourself and really remove those limits. And how do you fix these limits you have on yourself and unlock your full potential, you may ask? You need to realize that your mind gives out well before your body. David Goggins said, "When you think you're done, fully done, you're only 40% done. You still have another 60% left to give." So if you're doing something physically exerting, remember that. But it's the same with achieving our goals. If you're failing, your business is failing, social media is failing, if that's what you want to do, and you think you're done, that's it. You know when you're done. You're 40% done, if that. And another way to destroy limits on yourself is sitting back and having a look around and realizing people have probably achieved what you want to achieve. If you're setting limits on yourself, like, I can't make it to the NBA, I can't make it to the NFL. If you just look around, looking for NBA, NFL, there's probably people with a similar story to you. They even maybe had to do it harder than you, but they made it. So realize that people have already made it from where you started, where you are. You can do it too. And also another way to fix this and remove those limits they have on yourself and in your mind is by constantly putting in for work and proving to yourself that you can do it. If you go back to that gym example with stopping at 10 reps when you can do more, if you constantly push yourself to failure, those limits in your mind are going to go away. They're going to go away because you trust yourself that you can push yourself to failure, that you can physically push past your limits and mentally push past your limits. So yeah, that's how you do it as well. That's how you break past those limits and remove them from you, is by constantly proving to yourself that you can do it, even when it's hard, even when you want to give up. So stop setting limits on yourself. The only limits are the ones which you set in your own mind. Your potential is limitless. So start to live like it.